What's going on, everyone? My name is Bruno and this is LGA Season 3 Power Rankings for the ACUITY division. For this video, we'll have one host. I'll be doing Power Rankings with Folgado. You can say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And for this particular division, for this one and for the Verity division, our first host will be my personal friend, Squid DaFeed. You can say hello.
No, I wouldn't say hello.
You're just.
But I will say, calamari salutations, everyone.
So this is going to be the first video for our power rankings for this season. First off, I just want to say thank you, Squid, for accepting my invitation of doing this.
My pleasure.
With me and Folgado. And yeah, Squid is a Draft League battler as well. He does Wi-Fi content, so his YouTube channel will be in the description below. So make sure you can check Squid's videos out. So he's really funny. He's actually pretty good in choking games as well, so you can.
Oh,
God damn it!
oh.
So yeah, we're gonna start this. Folgado, do you wanna explain how we're gonna do this?
Yeah, but basically this is just like the last season. This is not our rankings. This is everyone's rankings. Everyone voted on the ranks, on their opinion, and this is just the analysis of those ranks. We average everyone's submissions and basically we ordered according to that. But we'll give our opinion, but this is overall, this is the consensus of those forms everyone filled out.
Yeah, so you guys don't need to insult us if you don't agree with our opinion. It's not just our opinion.
Please don't.
So yeah, we are gonna just start. So as I said, this is ACUITY division. So and the team number 16 is Jan with the Baxcalibur, the Etran, the Sandy Shocks, the Gyarados, Terra Diancie, Gengar, Brute Bonnet, Terra Ursaring, Lurantis, and Toxicroak. So any of you guys want to start with this one?
Baxcalibur is amazing.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Baxcalibur is a phenomenal one. I love Baxcalibur. I never drafted Baxcalibur, but it's amazing. I just wanna say Terra Ursaring is also pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and I like the Terra Ursaring pretty much, very much. I like Baxcalibur paired up with Heatran, because Heatran may be a trapping mon to get rid of an annoying thing that Baxcalibur can't deal with. Sandy Shocks is also really good for momentum. I really like this team, actually.
I'm not sure how this team will functions in terms of synergy wise.
And momentum. Momentum is a bit iffy, I guess.
Yeah.
I love the offensive pressure of Bax and Gengar. Just spit out damage. But I don't know. There's something a bit off. Sorry, Jen.
I think this team is basically running on 8 months. That's a major problem because I don't see Lurantis and Toxicroak. Toxicroak in some scenarios, but I don't think Lurantis is good this gen at all.
Also, I think mons like Etran had to be run a bit more defensive on this particular team because the defensive backbone of this team is not amazing. That's another thing that pretty much concerns me.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's
so
fair.
I guess those are the main concerns about this. Not sure if this is the worst team of the division.
Yeah, I agree.
I
agree.
At first, without seeing everyone's team, I wouldn't say this is the worst.
Mm-hmm. I can see that, but I guess that's what most of the people voted here. So,
Yeah.
15th we have Julian. Oh yeah, for sure. This is the worst.
Yeah. I don't.
This is the worst. Yeah.
I'm gonna let Squid take this one.
Yeah,
because
for sure. Please, Squid. Go ahead.
What?
This is OU
Oh,
OU in a nutshell.
noes.
This is
Oh, noes. How
this
can
is
you draft stall in Gen 9?
Yeah, that's the
Even is that even possible? I mean, it is because I'm seeing it, but oh no,
I mean,
no! I don't want this team at all. Get it out of here.
I don't want to face this team either though. Because I don't want to sit around like an hour or two.
I don't think
Because
it's not like you are gonna take an hour or two because of the PP reduce of just the
I mean, yeah, the
just,
PP reduction
you
are
run
still a lot.
you run down to win this game. There's no way. There's no way. You just have to run down.
Also, Terra captains that are electric type are basically run over this team.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, yeah. This is just bad. I'm sorry, but this is just bad. It's overall just this generation. Any other generation, this will be fine, and you'll win games just by clicking regenerating moves and toxic and that kind of those kind of things. This gen is just horrible. This is one of the worst teams I've seen this gen because it doesn't.
Professional staller, by the way.
Yeah, professional stars saying that no, this is just bad. So yeah, this is pretty much. There's not much to say about this team because it's just stalled. It's not gonna work this generation. So number 14th we have Ariel Ook, which I really don't. This is something while I was doing the graphics, the slides for this. I'm absolutely against this. I literally like this team. I think this team is strong. I think Torgal plus Walking Wake is just phenomenal. Boosting Skeledirge, fire moves, Waratical. I'm tripping. What's the signature move of Skeledirge?
Torch Song.
Torch Song.
Torch Song, of course. It's strong, especially because it's gonna boost the special attack. I like it. They sue in Lilligant, we'll see. We'll have to eat moves, but I think it pairs pretty well.
But it will run mostly Chlorophyll on this.
It can also run Chlorophyll, of course, in terms of on the Sun team, and absolutely threatens the water types that Walking Wake doesn't want. Walking Wake can deal with water types with just strong Draco Meteors, but if you have a Pokemon that can deal even better with water types, Walking Wake will pretty much appreciate that.
And I see
you have a...
Yeah, I see Iron Thorns right there.
I was talking about it. You can go ahead.
Don't sleep on Terra Iron Thorns because that thing has huge potential, and even Terra Frostmoth.
And Terra Frostmoth, yeah, I would like Terra Frostmoth as well. Yeah.
I disagree. I don't like Terra Frostmoth. It's still bad. It's still bad. No, I don't think
it's not for 5 points as a free Terra. It's not. I don't agree with you.
I would find better mons in the 5th tier to Terra.
Sure. It's still a nice type. It's still a bug type, and can still.
And it's special bulk.
And it has a lot of special bulk. It pretty much setups without a problem against special moves. So.
But.
My main criticism on this team is I don't know what the Arcanine is doing there.
And that's the only thing I would say. I don't know what Arcanine is doing here.
Exactly.
That's pretty much the only thing.
No, I think the main problem of this team is that you do want to double on fire types, but the fire types you do double on don't get that much benefit out of the sun, in my opinion. I would love to see something like Scovillain in this team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see what are Mars and abusers this gen? Are there any solar power Pokemon hanging around?
Charizard, I guess.
Charizard, for instance. Yeah, I would prefer Charizard over Arcanine.
And Charizard can Terra as well. Is something.
Yeah, I can see Scovillain on Charizard. Those two are.
By the way, how many points did Charizard cost?
6, I believe.
I'm not entirely sure on that. I don't even know the points of my league. So.
Okay. If it's 6 or more, then I'll give you the Frostmoth. If it's 5 or less,
no, it's not.
Charizard Terra would be would be a better choice for it.
But I'll check real quick. Because...
Yeah, but I mean, this team is gonna win games just because it has walking weight and torque.
Yeah.
Also, the Mew here with the setup potential, I really like it.
Yeah, Mew, we have to change the paradigm on Mew. Mew is actually a setup mon now.
Yeah.
It basically can't be anything else, and I refuse to think of it as anything else. It's yeah.
Yeah, but he has the offensive tools to win games and has some defensive backbones like Torkoal, the Scuddage, the Iron Thorns with the Terra capability can actually be a really nice defensive
I
tool
agree.
as well. Sand, I like it.
Sticky webs.
Sticky webs
as well.
Why not? Yeah, I like it. Really like it. So yeah, I think this is a bit unfair. This is really unfair. I don't think this team is 14 at all. But yeah, it is what it is. 13th we have Wardude with Meowscarada and Amorous, Incarnate, Pelipper, Regieleki, Overquill, Salamence, Fortress, Mudsdale, Sableye, and Golduck. And I can say I really dislike this. I don't know if you guys agree with me, if you guys want to take over this team, but I really dislike the team.
It's a bit weird.
I like this team.
Now for me, it's really weird. He has zero synergy.
I kind of like it. Zero synergy. I mean, you have the Overquill and the Golduck as two rain abusers.
I guess
you have the Regieleki that can run Thunder. Imagine, guys, a Regieleki running Thunder.
Still walled by ground types. And
do you want to bring
but it's a rain team.
Yeah.
A rain team.
I guess.
And Meowscarada as well. Because...
It has pretty good Volt turn course. Which means that he can put the Enamorous in fairly often if he wants to. I really don't dislike this team.
I pretty much. I think
it's something I could use. And even if he doesn't want to run Rain, I think the team is still viable.
Yeah, for sure.
I think without Rain is even worse. Honestly, I really don't like it. I think it's the first team that I'm seeing in the draft format which is actually kind of weak to Electric, which is pretty weird. But I mean, it's the Rain team, so I don't know. I just don't see the synergy. I don't like it. But I guess you have some valid points. I guess Overquill with Rain it's pretty scary. The power of Meowscarada and Amorous, I guess, can do things by their own.
The only thing I would like on this team is a better mon to remove a better water type than Golduck.
Okay, there's Pelipper.
Basically, because you want to. I mean, but Pelipper is used more as a pivot mon. I feel like. To get your rain sweepers in, not in the power that itself can bring to the table. Because if you risk it, you might end up losing rain for the rest of the game. That's really not what you want in a rain team. I guess he has Sableye with the Prankster ability, and I don't know if Sableye learns Rain Dance.
I think it does. I think so.
Yeah, it's a second rain setter if he really needs to. But yeah, that's my main gripe with the team. I would like to see a better mon, a better water type that could remove ground types out of the way. You do have the Meowscarada, but all ground types are basically running away from Meowscarada. So in that regard, I would like to see something that punishes those ground types, so it could pave the way for the Regieleki to clean games more often.
Another thing is, I would like to see a better. This team gets destroyed by special offensive mons. There's zero special. I don't think it's zero special defense on this team, but special mons go in against this team, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
I see that.
That's another thing. But I guess that's the general thoughts about this. So next up we have Dobby, an OG on LGA, playing his third season with us. We have Rory Moon, Urshifu Rapid Strike, Talonflame, Gastrodon, Gardevoir, Hisuian Gudra, the Terra Medicham, the Thunderous, the Big Quaxley, and Cricketune. So
Before we talk about the team, which one of you is gonna give your sock to him? Because I'm not. Okay.
You want to start Squid saying your
yes, yes. I'm gonna say that this is an 8-mon squad, but at the same time, those 8 mons are somewhat good. Some of them are really amazing, and it has a personal favorite of mine in Gardevoir because I love the traceability.
No Quaxley. That's sad.
The traceability is good. I love it so much. But other than that, I mean, it has the main course. I mean, it doesn't have a grass type too.
He opted for a very top-heavy draft, which I can understand it. I guess.
I can understand the appeal of that as well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a bulky offense team that's really well rounded. I can see the only has 8 mons, but I can see Grigaton doing things honestly, which is just because of CQFs.
But you're never bringing Quaxley to the game.
It's a mascot. It's a team mascot.
Unless you clinch playoffs and you want to be just funny, just bring the memes. You can bring Quaxley, I guess. Other than that, yeah. But it's really well rounded. It's a really nice defensive backbone between Gastrodon, Isui, and Goodra. I really enjoy this. Are 2 really bulky bonds. Of course, we all know that Trailblaze is a thing now, but again, he has Talonflame and Isui and Goodra, so he doesn't care about Trailblaze at all, and Thunderous, so he doesn't care about the Trailblazers at all. I really enjoy this. Terra Medicham sounds pretty scary with the huge power or pure power or whatever. It's
pure power, yes.
So yeah, I really enjoy this. I think it's top heavy, but
yeah.
It's top heavy because those top heavy mons are pretty good and they synergy really well together. So that's the main thoughts about the team.
And it's pretty interesting that he opted only for 1 Terra Captain.
He actually explained it a bit to me because he was concerned about the ruling on that. He basically decided on this so he can have he can save a trade for if he decides to trade it. If he decides to trade the Medicham, he can save a trade by swapping the Terra Captains. It's a fair point, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think you will change it because Medicham sounds pretty powerful with the Terra.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I like it. I'm curious to see if Roaring Moon actually does something this season because last season was biggest flop, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll see. So, 11th spot into Enjoy 18 BC with Volcarona, Annihilate, Oricorio, Dragonite, Quagsire, Bisharp, Isui and Quillfish, Wigglytuff, Iron Leaves, and Magnezone. Folgado, you want to start with this one?
I'm a huge fanboy of Terra Oricorio. I love Terra Oricorio.
It's all forms?
It's all forms.
Yeah.
Oh god! You guys are nasty.
It's all forms. I really like Terra Oricorio. I like Terra Bisharp as well. It's scary, but this team, the one I don't love about this team, I don't know. It's a personal opinion. I don't like Iron Leaves. I'm not seeing the Iron Leaves do much. But I like Volcarona is a decent one. I don't know if I would pick it round 1 without Terra. But I guess
I wouldn't pick Volcarona round 1 only because there are more interesting things for me to use, because I can definitely see Volcarona being a round 1 pick if you build a team around it.
But he got he got Annihilate round 2, so it's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a 16-person draft, so.
But I want to say that the Iron Leaves is actually doing something this draft, and it's attracting U-turns so that he can switch into Annihilate and boost Rage Fist.
That's a nice point. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing about Iron Leaf is with Terra, in this particular rule set, I mean in our tier list, If he was a Terramon, it will be just too broken. It wouldn't make sense. But without being
Yeah,
a Terra,
I agree.
I think it's just it's a way less threatening mon. Of course, like always. I mean, Terra makes every mon better. So, but I
Yeah.
guess you guys know what I'm talking about.
Main point
I
being
mean,
Oricorio,
Volcarona
right?
without Terra is still Volcarona, right?
Yeah,
it is,
it's still
but
Volcarona, yeah.
but Terra Volcaron is
Yeah, but
another,
it's
on another level.
Yeah.
But Terra Volcarona is ban-worthy.
I could depends. I can't disagree with that. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah, that's another discussion. One thing I will say about this team is if he loses minus zone, flying types go absolutely in against this, unless he has.
I mean, he has the Oricorio and the Bishop.
Oricorio, yeah, but yes,
Bioshark.
the pom pom Oricorio, which I mean it's the best for Terra purposes, but.
But I mean, why wouldn't you bring the Pom-Pom Oricorio? That's the main question here.
I guess
why wouldn't
the
you?
fire and the ghost one are rivals as well.
I can see the ghost being around this.
No. There's no other mons. Only Oricorio.
Give this man the pom-pom.
Yeah, I like the Squid Coolfish a lot. I think this is a pretty decent mon with Eviolite. Yeah, I overall I think it's a decent draft. It's not amazing, but I think it's decent.
I don't like Quagsire. I officially dislike Quagsire since Gen 9 because it's horrible.
Okay, but you're looking at this particular draft and Trailblaze, and like Annihilate doesn't care. And actually, yeah, Annihilate actually says bring those Trailblazers into me because I'm boosting. Same thing with Volcarona. Dragonite doesn't care. Quillfish doesn't care. Iron Leaves doesn't care, Magnezone doesn't care, so Wigglytuff doesn't care. So pretty much, he has switch-ins. So I don't think Trailblaze in this particular draft is threatening. But I wouldn't even bring Trailblaze against a Quagsire. Against this team, I wouldn't. Because
what I will say is that there will be multiple weeks where he's like, I know, Quagsire is the answer to this. And the freaking Mon has Trailblaze.
I mean, he has to scout, I guess. That's something he has to do. But he has the pieces to scout, so I don't think that will be a problem. So I guess we can move on into the 10th place, which is Reb Ragus. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm sorry if it's not. With the Sneasler, the Ursaluna, the Torn T, the Open Bound, the Ceruledge, the Tinkaton, the Tatsugiri, Terra Cloth, Bramblegast, and Terra Altaria. And I don't know how this team is 10th, honestly. I guess it's not even a top-heavy team. I guess Bramblegast you can bring it. I absolutely dislike them on. But I guess it can be viable in some matches, especially when you are like against ones like Urhinfu Rapid Strike, for example. Terra Altaria and Terra Cloth are pretty interesting Terra choices, especially the Terra Cloth. I'll choose Terra Tatsugiri just because I think it's a mon with a really nice options as a Terra captain. But I can see Terra Cloth doing things, I can see Altaria doing things. Sneasler, Ursaluna, Torn T, Open Bound are just insane together. Really offensive team. It's a really hyper offense squad, especially because mons like Torn T are really a lot more offensive this generation, especially without it doesn't get knockoff anymore, so it gains a lot more offensive value here. Upa, insane. I mean, it's not incredible, but it's nice for 13 points. Ursaluna, it's just amazing. It's the definition of a round 2 pick. Sneasler as it's really cool as well. So overall I really enjoy this team. I think it pretty much matches the meta that we have, which is a really offensive meta, and has like mons like Tinkaton to just set up hazards and be a bit bulky. So you can just show your thoughts about this.
I think he will find that he will want answers to certain things, and he will resort to Tornadoes being defensive in most of the weeks. And that's why I don't like the team composition in general, because it forces Tornadoes to be a mainly defensive one.
Folgado, you wanna address?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, those top five mons hurt. Those 5 mons will hurt a lot and I'm really curious about Terracloth. That's
the thing
the
is,
main-
yeah, you'll see like ones like Sneasler or Soluna, Up and Bound are at least those three. I'm not even talking about Tornadoes. I'm just talking about those three. Those are three mons that rely on switching. You have to bring
Yeah.
one Pokemon each to
Yes.
switch, or you're gonna lose. You're not gonna have one Pokemon that can switch into those three. You're gonna have to bring one Pokemon for each one of those mons. And you are one cloth away of getting swept because people will see the first four and they will prep hard
No.
for it.
They prep for Cloth. That's the thing. Cloth will slide under the radar. I feel this team will force that.
Yeah, you
I
are.
would still go with Tatsugiri over Altaria,
Yeah, same.
but those top 4-5 mods will really help Cloth succeed, which is curious.
And like I don't think having Tornadoes as a more defensive mon is a problem. First, because you have enough offense that you just don't care. Second, you still have U-turn and Torn has the bulk that he had, so he doesn't have stat changes, so it's still a pretty decent pivot mon. And just being able to pivot into Ursaluna, Sneasler, and I really like it. I think this team pretty much matches the meta of this generation, and I really like it. I would rank this team at least top 3, I would say. I really enjoy this. I think it matches pretty much the meta. Next up, we have Sound of Snow with Garchomp, Galarian Slowking, Enamorous Tyrion, the Rotom Heat, the Rillaboom, the Rev of Room Terra, the Terra Ariama, the Umbreon, the Braviary, and the Komala. So, any thoughts about this team?
I don't think Rev of Room Terra is good.
Yeah, I don't think.
Maybe that's just me, but yeah, I don't see Rev of Room as a good Terra.
Maybe Braviary will be better.
I would prefer Braviary every day of the week.
I can see that.
Or
I can see that.
would prefer Umbreon even over Hariyama.
I wouldn't want to face a Terra Umbreon.
I would say.
That's exactly why I would want to Terra it.
Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare.
I would say. I mean, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I don't think it's bad with Ariyama. I think Terra normal facade, ouch.
Yes.
And he still gets knockoff, so you're not gonna bring your ghost type, so it hurts. And you're not gonna bring your steel type because close combat. My main problem about this team is, let's look at speed tiers, shall we? Let's look at speed tiers. Fastest Pokemon, Garchomp. After that, Rev of Room. And it just goes down. So it's pretty bad in terms of speed tiers. The momentum,
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's not bad. I would
Could
say
be worse.
it could be
Could be
worse.
worse.
Momentum wise, it could be worse.
No, I think it's pretty good actually.
Yeah, with
You have 7 pivot mons.
yeah, I
that I'm
guess with the speed
You
tiers being
have
so
Galarian Slowking, which is actually the best pivot in the game. You have Rotom Heat, you have Rillaboom, you have Rev of Room with Parting Shot, you have Umbreon with Baton Pass, you have Braviary with U-turn, and you have Komala with U-turn.
I guess.
Imagine us a Titan on this
Yeah,
team.
I was really about to say that. Imagine as a Titan on this.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
As a Titan on this team would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be a lot better. I guess with having so bad speed tiers, because speed tiers are really bad. I guess having so many momentum, it's nice. But still, I think this team will suffer about the outspeeding
speed.
Pokemon. Yeah, outspeeding Pokemon. But we'll see. We'll see.
No problem, just run 6 Choice Scarves.
I guess Mono Choice can be a strat, I guess. But yeah, let's move on into the 8th team, which is Golden Put, with Goldango, Glamora, Quaquaval, Toadstool, Garganacl, the Kilowattrel, the Florges, Terra Lokix, Mismagius, and Terra Lilligant. So, any thoughts?
So
I-
I was looking at the team. I saw the first 3 months.
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Yo, this team is amazing." And then I looked at the rest of the squad, and it's kind of meh.
Let's.
I have a really huge hate on Toadstool. I can't like this one at all.
It's actually pretty good. I like Toadstool.
I recognize it's decent. I just hate the mod. I don't know.
I hate them on as well. I've used it. I hate it. That there's no, the fact that you have to lower your priority and move second with a 100.
That's because you guys are thinking of Toadscrew as a defensive or a hazardy mon.
Let's just run choice specs because why not?
No, but Toadscrew actually works best as a mon that you have difficulty switching into. It applies offensive pressure.
I mean, you bring your flying
You don't have to.
You bring your
But
flying
on this
type, you're
team-
fine.
You bring your flying type and you go into your Garganical, you go into your Kilowattrel, you go into your Gildingo. Or your Glimora even. It's fine. But now that I'm thinking of it, your Ground Witness...
I guess he has Toadscrew. I guess he has Kilowattrel, and I guess he has...
No problem, guys. He's got low kicks. Low kicks resist ground.
And Mismatches has a Levitate mon.
And
yeah,
Lillian.
there's and Lilligan. Oh, of course, Lilligan.
Okay. He has some ground resists, but
Are they
the
bulky?
one true ground resist, probably Toadscrew.
Yeah.
Not on the physical side though.
Yeah, another thing. No. Ignore that. You can go Folgado. You were about to say something.
I just want I think Terra Kilowattrel would be okay. I don't hate Terra low kicks, but I would probably try to Terra the Kilowattrel and find another
Yeah,
one.
and if you Terra Kilowattrel, you could Terra Toadscrew as well.
Yeah, true.
The
That's
thing
true.
is, I can see Kilowattrel and Toadscrew having viability without being Terra. There's no way you're drafting low kicks for 10 points without being a Terra captain. It's just, it's too much.
It's too much.
I
Yeah.
can
Okay.
understand
Yeah, I
that.
can see that.
I can see the thought process here.
Okay.
Next
That's
up,
fair.
we have SGT Kalimba with Chinpao, Iron
Argent.
Moth, Galarian Zapdos, Tinglu, Espathra, Terra Uxian, Terra Isuian Electrode, Knucklestack, Isuian Sliggoo, and Carkol. So, Squid, you're looking into the top 4 mons. How do you feel about it?
Pretty good actually. I'm feeling pretty good. I would even argue the top 6.
Mhm.
Just bring top 6 every week and you're fine. Yeah,
Now,
you're fine.
I want to see Isuian Electrode doing things.
It does. It's gonna
I think
pull
it's
in a lot of work.
It's pretty cool, Terramon, I think. Yeah.
So when I look at Galarian Zapdos, I immediately look at hazards on this team, on the team.
Mhm.
And this team actually has amazing hazards because it has a Tinklu. It wouldn't even need anything more, but it does have Knucklestack and Carkol if he wants to in some weeks. So I'm feeling good about hazards and Galarian Zapdos. And basically, Chinpao doesn't like fairy types. So Iron Moth does help a little bit with that. But the thing is, the best or the best mons that actually check Chinpao are also water type, and you don't have anything that removes water types right out of the gate.
Mhm.
Wotian and Hisuian Electrode might do that, but it requires Wotian requires steady damage. It doesn't do that in one turn. And Hisuian Electrode requires pivoting around, so I think that he will have some difficulty on dealing with water types. And for instance, the rank team that we saw, I think it's gonna brutally murder this team.
Then you look at Isuian Sliggoo with Eviolite and you don't break it. You just don't. How do you break Isuian Sliggoo with that brain team? I legit don't see how.
But you do have to bring Hisuian Sliggoo.
Okay, it's decent. With Eviolite, it's decent. It's a pretty decent
Okay.
Pokemon. I don't see a problem.
Yeah, I don't disagree there, but I just wanted to.
You bring Rest Sleep Talk with 2 attacks, you don't break it. You just don't. It is what
Oh,
it is. You just don't.
The flashbacks are coming. Oh god.
But overall it's a pretty cool team. The offensive pressure that Chinpao, Iron Moth. I would just draft those 3 and draft just defensive Pokemon next. And I'll be fine. I'll be fine doing damage. Those three are pretty cool. Ting Lu has a defensive backbone, and as I said, like Squid said, seems pretty cool. Two nice Terra options here with Uxien, more of a defensive Terra, and Hisuian Electrode, more of an offensive Terra, which I pretty like. And just like nice low tier picks. Knuckle Stack is decent. Hisuian Sligo, I think it's decent as well. Carkol and the setup as Patron. So I think overall it's a pretty decent team.
Funny you consider Spatra
The
low
last
tier.
one, yeah. I just start talking about in order and just forgot Espadra, so I just talked in the end. But no, it's not a low tier, of course. Folgado, wanna add something?
I just want to. I want to add something actually.
Sure.
Removal is horrendous.
Yeah, but at the same time you have the rocks, the spikes. I guess the spinner here will be nice. Does Carkol get rapid spin?
It does.
Yes.
I guess.
It's the only removal
if
in
you
the
like
team.
Torkoal, we'll be fine. Yeah. Folgado, wanna add something?
I mean, this gen, especially in a 16 coach draft, removal is gonna be a bit lacking if you don't pick it right away.
Mm-hmm.
This team opted for power with Shimpalmoth, Zapdos, and Ting Lu. I mean, and by then the removals were a bit lackluster.
Yeah.
But I like this team.
Yeah.
I don't mind this team at all.
I guess a bit.
I don't mind this team at all
Yeah.
either.
Better spin removal, I guess. It's the only thing that will be fine for this. Sixth place we have Cavalry with Dragapult, Greninja, Landrusty, Grimmsnarl, Lucario, Slowbro, Thwackey, the Salazzle, the Terra Electrode, and Terra Zangoose.
Can I start?
Yeah,
Can I
you
start?
can start.
Wanna talk about removal?
Let's talk about removal. Where's the removal?
Which removal?
I guess
Orlando.
one thing that will just fix all this team is Hazards plus an Iron Valiant, because the Pharaoh resistance of this team is called Salazzle, and that's it. So I guess
Yeah, because this team doesn't get a lot of priority either. Gets Lucario and that's it.
Can we talk about Terra Captains though?
Yeah, the Terras are weird. The Terras are
I can understand.
You
the
have a
Electrode.
whole Lucario there.
Yeah.
You have a whole Lucario there.
Even
How are
Thwackey.
you not
Even
picking
Thwackey.
that for Terra Captain?
Lucario
Even
and Thwackey.
Thwackey.
I guess I understand the Electrode.
I understand as well. I see it.
I don't understand the sentence.
I just think that if you guys think that Kiloastral hits doesn't hit hard, consider that the Electrode is actually weaker than that.
Okay, but it's still it gets. He only needs a Terra Ice to be way more viable, and he gets that. So he has a viable electric type now. So he's pretty much forced to run Terra Electrode because he now has a viable electric type, because you Terra Ice, Terra Grass type, and your ground types, which are the main switching into electric types, are not gonna switch, or at least will be played way more cautious. So I guess he gains a decent electric type with the Electrode being Terra Captain.
I disagree.
No, of course.
Which is the special attack of Electrode? Do you guys know?
It's 80, isn't it? It's 80.
80. It's pretty weak for the special attacker that you want
but
to Terra.
with the Terra option, I guess it gains a bit more viability, and he has electric type with viability. He has momentum now.
For 2 points.
And for 2 points, yeah, I think
yeah.
Awesome. For 2 points is awesome. You only had to choose Lucario, and you have 2 decent Terra types. Actually, 2 really good Terra types.
I see worse ones cost like 5 more points.
I agree. I agree with Folgado. Yeah. I just don't understand the Zangoose. I don't.
I like Zangoose. I don't like Terra Zangoose.
With
the Lucario there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's my point.
But I see this team run a lot of screens, setup Lucario.
I guess, imagine screens with the setup Lucario.
Yeah.
With a Terra option. It'd be amazing.
You know which one could run screens
Electro.
besides Grimmsnarl?
Electrode.
Dragapult.
No, not gonna
And
say
Dragapult,
Dragapult.
and
You're not-
Dragapult.
I refuse. You're not gonna run Screen Dragapult. I refuse. But like the idea of the team is actually, if you look at the top 5, you turn with Dragapult, you turn Greninja, you turn Landorus, Parting Shot, Grimmsnarl, and Screens against with a setup Lucario with, if he had the Terra option, that would be pretty nuts. It would be pretty nuts. Then the defensive backbone of Slowbro, like Slowbro can give to this team. I mean, he had the tools to be a decent. I don't think it's not as good because Lucario is not a Terra captain. It's just that.
I agree.
It's just that.
I agree. If Lucario was a Terra captain, this team would be pretty high.
I also want to see Terra Electrode being the MVP just because I can shut your mouth.
So you can prove
Yeah.
me wrong.
Yeah. So please make it happen, please. And that's it. So we can move on into the top 5. Starting with Tism, with Palafin, Iron Threats, Sylveon, Slitherwing, Decidueye, Thunderous T, Bomberger, Terra, Galarian Slowbro, Terra, Hisuian Avalugg, and Lechonk. So, anyone?
Best team. It has Lechonk, so it's
I agree.
already one.
I agree.
It's not-
I agree. I completely agree with this.
I guess.
Yeah. Why is this not number 1? For God's sake.
Because he has a Lechonk.
Okay.
I think it's, sorry, I'm gonna let you.
On a more serious note, though, this team has pretty good removal in Iron Treads and the Decidueye, so it's already a plus.
The Avalugg.
And
Bombardier. Doesn't Bombardier learn
I'm
Defog?
not sure.
I don't think it does.
But Avalugg gets
Okay,
rapid
okay.
spin as well. The Hisuian.
Oh yeah,
And he's
true,
a Terra captain,
true.
so it's viable.
Yeah,
It's a lot for
I
me.
actually like the Hisuian Havelock being a Terra captain because otherwise I think it's a terrible one.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
the worst typing combination. The worst defensive typing combination of the game.
On a defensive mon.
Yeah, that's why I said defensive combination.
Yeah. Okay, other than that, Palafin just wins games.
Yeah.
Iron Treads is pretty good. Sylveon, I think it's been better in Gen 8. I like Slitherwing for the versatility that it can bring. And a pretty good breaker in Thunderous Tarian, so I don't dislike this team at all.
I really enjoy the team actually. It's a bulky options
Yeah.
team. I really like the Terra options. I think
Mm-hmm.
Galarian Slowbro has to be one of Folgado's peripheral moments here. Personal favorites of Folgado.
Just don't.
And yeah, this Hisuian Avalugg gains way more viability as a defensive Pokemon. So he has the offensive pieces like Palafin, Slitherwing, Thunderous T. I guess Iron Threads can be offensive as well. The Slitherwing. The Galarian Slowbro with the Quick Draw and the Terra option can be a good offensive as well. And he has the bulk to be a defensive Pokemon. Ones like the CGY with the U-turn and the bulk as well. The Sylveon.
And knockoff.
The knockoff is pretty important as well. So he has it's a Poke offense team. I think it's well rounded overall, and I think it's in the 5th spot. I think it's deserved, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Moving on, we are going to the 4th spot, which is Mythics with Iron Bundle, Hisuian Samurott, the Zapdos, the Mungus, Terra Aturin, Crocodile, Paldean Tauros Fire, the Dashpan, the Houndstone, and the Terra Colossal. You guys want to start?
Where's the sand?
Yeah, that's a point. I guess last respect is not allowed, so.
Yeah, I was right after I said that. I saw the points on Moonstone.
Yeah.
I guess it's not allowed then.
It's still a nice 5.1.
I guess
it's really
it's really bulky with Fluffy. It's the best Ursaluna switching, I'll say.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
One thing I don't understand. And you are gonna say something. You are gonna disagree with us. Let's just say it.
I was gonna say that I like the Terra captains in this team.
Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm still a bit meh about Terra Colossal, but I guess you can prove me wrong.
I used their colossal.
Out of the three 5-point mons, I would prefer the colossal.
Yeah.
I don't think I would choose better Terra Captains
I
on
guess,
this
I
team.
guess, I guess it's fair point. It's a
It could be fun to get some Steam Engine shenanigans.
I guess.
Yes,
yeah, okay.
exactly my point.
And being able to set up rocks and spikes, I guess it's and rapid spin. I
And
guess the
a
direction.
spinner.
Yeah,
Yes.
Screw hazards. Steam engine.
One
the way
thing
to
I
go.
don't understand, and you guys will, I think, help me understand. It's where there's a bundle and the in Samurott. I don't understand. Squid, explain. Explain me.
I can understand. One, they feel different roles. Let's put it this way. I don't think you understand because they were picked back to back. But if the whole team is there, you can see that they are water types that can fill different roles. So Iron Bundle is a special breaker. Hisuian Zamorak is just annoying by attacking because it's setting up spikes at the same time. So they do different things. So I don't dislike picking the same type if the mons do different things. And in that regard, I can understand picking the Iron Bundle and the Hisuian Samurott. One actual advantage of that is that you can apply pressure on one's check to then bring the other and clean up the house. And I can see like the Hisuian Samurott being used early game to chip down the check, the would-be check of the Iron Bundle, because the things that resist water type moves will come in on the Hisuian Samurott most of the time as well. And then late game, you can bring in the Iron Bundle and just bam Hydro Pump or Ice Beam to win. So in that regard, I do understand the double pick of the water type.
Folgado?
I mean, I still want to. I'm missing the word here. I still want to talk to the person who thought that a damaging move and hazard stacking would be fun.
That's a whole nother discussion.
Because this person made it as Attering to with magic bounce to stop the hazard, right? And the spin and colossal and yeah. But Samurott doesn't care. Cleaver doesn't care. But that's another topic for another day. I'm not gonna talk about that. I like this team a lot. I think I rated this team number 1. I don't remember, but I think I rated this team number 1. I agree, completely agree with Squid. Samurott will be an early game cheaper. I don't know if that's a word. And Bundle will clean up.
I mean,
or even Tauros.
I guess one thing I will say is that I'm completely in favor of having 2 water types. It's one is defensive and the other is offensive. I don't see Iron Bundle and Samurott being. I guess Samurott has some bulk, but if it has some bulk, it will lose some offensive capabilities of Ceaseless Edge. So I'm not entirely. I don't agree with the two being together. I still stick with my opinion. Other than that, the team seems pretty decent.
Consider this, Bruno. Mm-hmm. Ceaseless Edge and Stone Axe are such broken moves that you can run Assault Vest on those mons and still set up hazard.
I guess you have one. It's a fair point. Until you miss the 3 Ceaseless Edge and you die, and you
that's another.
and you regret picking that thing. Other than that, I think the team is pretty decent. One thing I will say is speed tier wise, it goes from Iron Bundle into Zapdos. If I am not wrong, you guys can help me with that. Dashman.
Yeah,
No, there's Dashman. There's Dashman.
Zapdos.
There's Dashman. There's Dashman. But it's a Dashman, so.
No. Zapdos is 100 and Taurus as well.
But Dashman is faster, so it goes for Iron Bundle, then Dashman, then.
No, wait. I don't think it.
Iron Bundle, Zapdos, and and Taurus next.
Zapdos is faster than Dashman?
Dashman is 95.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was faster. Then, yeah, I would say speed tier wise. If that Hisuian Samurott was something faster, I'll be better. I would like it more. But yeah, I guess it's still a nice thing. And I guess Samurott with this, it's nice from Monzak bundle like Zapdos, Crocodile doing damage. Another thing I will say is like the offensive capabilities of this team. Not sure if they are amazing, but I guess we'll see. Team number 3 is Thugi. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if it's not. With Iron Valiant, Corviknight, Rotom-Wash, Donphan, Alolan Muck, Moltres, Terra Espion, Terra, Alolan Raichu, Pincurchin, and the Sawsbuck. I really enjoy this. I really like this team. I think it's, again, another bulky offense team with some really nice defensive backbones between Corviknight. Rotom-Wash can be offensive, especially this generation, but can be defensive as well, of course. Donphan, Alolan Muck, and monks like Moltres and Pincurchin especially to set up toxic spikes, and electric terrain, so Alolan Raichu can just come in Terra and sweep. So
and Valiant. And
as Valiant. So really the best bulky offense team I think, in my opinion, we saw is in this division so far. Squid, you wanna address something?
I think I've seen every Iron Valiant paired up with Corviknight this gen.
That's a fair point. That's because they pair really well.
Yes. Yeah, I don't have much to add, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool team. I really like it.
I really like it, so.
Yeah, I think it's really well thought. Yeah, it's not that there's not much to say. Yes, Hazards as the removed Donphan as one of the best spinners of the meta. The really nice Terra options as well between Espion and Alolan Raichu, with Raichu having access to terrain even better. So yeah, overall really nice job here. Really like the team. Number 2 you have Lewis with Shiyu, Azumarill, Hisuian, Decidueye, Clodsire, Noivern, Terra Earthworm, Terra Jolteon, Hisuian, Zoroark, Azelf, and SQ. So Folgado, you are Louis' mentor, so if you want to start, I guess.
Yeah. He finally got to pick the fish. The fish is just fish. Just does fish things. But I like this team. I was really struggling with the Decidueye round 3.
I agree.
But this is kind of a Lewis classic. I've been following Lewis in a lot of drafts, and he tends to pick a very niche Pokemon. If he really needs that mon to fill a specific role, he will pick it, and he will still end up with some decent mons lower in the draft somehow, like the Zoroark, for example. I really love the Terra Captain on this team a lot. I'm a big lover of Terra Warform, and Terra Jolting is just amazing as well. I like the removal in Noivern and the Decidueye, Azelf, and the Warform and Clodsire for rocks. I think this is a really good team to help either Shiyu or Azumarill just destroy teams. On the defensive side, I think it may struggle a bit, but it's not the worst thing. I really like this team.
I'm not sure if I agree with you at that point, but I'll address it in a bit.
No, but because I guess Azumarill can be defensive as well.
Yeah, for sure, especially this gen against Shimpa.
Yes. Yes.
Squid, you wanna talk about this team?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
You're just gonna...
What if the
what
if the Terra captains were Noivern and Ice Cube?
I would still rather have Warform Jolteon.
Me too.
I mean, you wouldn't pick Jolteon if you wouldn't make it a Terra captain, sure. I think those two could also work pretty good.
They could work.
But anyways, sorry?
They could work, but I still think Earthworm Jolteon fit better. Because they have way more viability. You can still bring Noivern without being a Terra, and you can still use Ice Cube without being a Terra. So that's just.
You can use Jolteon and Northworm
Yeah, but
without being.
okay, you can use Orthworm without being a Terra. You can use Jolteon without being a Terra. They are just way better with Terra options, better than Noivern and SQ, in my opinion. But that's just me. But you can move on in your points.
No, I was kind of nitpicking because I actually like this team a lot. It has some pretty good ones that I enjoy using. Mainly that Azelf. I became an Azelf fan late season, late generation. And yeah, I really like Azelf. I think IceQ has some really niche things that it can do that I will not spoil because I think Folgado intends to mentor Luis to use them in some matchups.
I don't like IceQ. I hate IceQ. I really.
I think it's a really funny pick.
I think
actually.
I agree with
It has value, and it forces a lot. It forces prep, but I don't like them one. I hate them one.
Yeah.
But it has some funny shenanigans.
And Chiyu is just Chiyu. I mean, it's gonna win games just because it's Chiyu. So
another thing I would like to say, good luck trying to figure out turn 1 if the Zoroark is Chiyu or not.
That's that's the biggest thing I can say about this team is that yes, Chiyu was Azumarill and has an Hisuian Zoroark. You predict it wrong. You predict the Zoroark wrong and you lose the game right there. Because you're either gonna lose your Chiyu check and you're gonna lose it because it's disguised as Zoroark, or you're gonna lose your Azumarill check. And it's gonna be disguised as Zoroark as well. Or or you're gonna predict being the Zoroark in the field disguised as something, and it's not Zoroark, it's exactly the Mon. It's exactly Chiyu or Azumarill, and it's gonna click Belly Drum and you're gonna lose the game. Or it's gonna Chiyu, it's gonna click a button, it's gonna get a kill, and you're gonna lose the game. And I know Luis, I've been playing with Luis for like 2 years, I guess. If you address the drafted players as the drafting format has 3 important aspects: drafting, team building, and the playing the matches. The best, in my opinion, the best thing Luis has is drafting. I always love Luis drafting.
Yeah, I completely agree with this. I would use every single team he drafts.
Last season he had my favorite draft. I think this is the best. If I didn't vote in any, I just wanted to be completely neutral on this matter in terms of power rankings. But if I had to vote, this is the best team in the division, in this division, and one of the best in the league, if not the best team. I just love this. There's nothing I don't like on this team. Nothing. He has everything. He has. I can debate maybe a better removal, which Noivern gets defog. I think it's the only one. And
Yes.
this is
And
CGY. And even then, I don't care. They are decent as removals. I wouldn't change a thing. It's so strong. It's so strong. I really enjoy this. I think Bloodzyre and Terra Orthworm, defensive wise, insane. I really enjoy this. It's my favorite draft in the division, and probably, if not my favorite in the entire league. I really enjoy this.
I agree, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and then we can move into the number 1, which is Veronica, which has Landorus, Cinderace, Kingambit, Screamtail, Cyclizar, no Shetzel, just so you can know Squid, Terra, Galarian, and Articuno, Paldean, Tauros Water, Electros, Terra Cryogonal, and Dracloak. So if you guys wanna address Veronica's team.
So I see this team, and I know this person is a connoisseur because it freaking picked Cryogonal for a Terra Captain, and we've been bashing people for not picking Cryogonal as a Terra Captain, and this person knows what she's doing.
She also drafted what is, in my opinion, a top 2 best Terra options in Galarian Articuno.
It's a mini Espartra, basically. And Veronica already proved last season what she can do.
Yeah, she was undefeated in the regular season.
She went undefeated, only losing in the top 4 in a rematch, I think.
Yeah,
with Ginaza. So she knows what she's doing. I like this team a lot. I'm a bit biased on this team because you'll see my team when it comes in the other division.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, because we actually it's changed. It changed a bit of ideas. I love Lando. I always love Lando. Cinderace as well. Screamtail is so annoying. It's so
Yes, I
annoying
agree.
to face. And then you just can't ignore the King Gambit and the Galarian Articuno, especially with Terra. I like this team a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty
I would,
well-rounded team.
yeah, I was
Yes.
looking for removals, but Cinderace gets Squad Change, Sakuza gets Rapid Spin, Cryogonal gets Rapid Spin.
Yeah,
it's
it's
decent.
fine. It's pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a pretty well-rounded team. Yeah, I don't have much to say, honestly. I think Veronica did a pretty good job. Just like last season, she had a pretty decent draft, pretty good draft. I think this season, she has a really good draft as well. So I think that's.
I
pretty
actually
good.
think Veronica finished first in the power rankings last season as well.
No,
I'm
that
not
was
sure.
that was actually me.
Oh, yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk
We don't
talk
talk
about that.
about that.
I completely forgot about that team. Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
I guess.
moving on.
Yeah. So that's it for the ACUITY division. Next video will be about the Verity division. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe to Squid, of course, and yeah, you guys can say goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
No, I won't say goodbye, but I will say Squid jetting out.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry. Our host is not. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So peace, guys.